True crime has always fascinated the public consciousness, but few cases capture attention like those involving killers whose methods and motives defy conventional understanding. Today we're examining one of America's most disturbing criminal cases, exploring not to glorify, but to understand the psychological and sociological factors behind such extreme human behavior. The case of Edmund Kemper. Edmund Kemper stands out in the dark annals of American crime history, not just for his horrific acts, but for the chilling contradiction between his public persona and private violence. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches and possessing a genius-level IQ of 145, Kemper's case represents a perfect storm of psychological factors that criminologists still study today. Kemper's childhood revealed early warning signs that were tragically overlooked. By age 10, he was burying animals alive, and by 13, he had killed the family cats. His relationship with his mother was deeply troubled. She was allegedly emotionally abusive, forcing him to sleep in a locked basement out of fear he would harm his sisters. At just 15, Kemper committed his first human killings, shooting his grandparents at their ranch in North Fork, California. When asked why, his chilling response was, "I just wanted to see what it felt like to kill Grandma." He was committed to Atascadero State Hospital, where psychologists diagnosed him with paranoid schizophrenia. Despite committing murder, Kemper was released at age 21 after convincing psychiatrists he was rehabilitated. This catastrophic failure of the system highlights one of the most disturbing aspects of this case: Kemper's ability to manipulate mental health professionals with his intelligence and apparent self-awareness. Between May 1972 and April 1973, Kemper embarked on a killing spree that would earn him the nickname the Co-Ed Killer. He murdered 6 young college students, followed by his mother and her friend. What makes these crimes particularly disturbing was Kemper's methodology. He would pick up hitchhiking students, gain their trust, and then take them to isolated areas. The psychological contradiction of Kemper's life during this period cannot be overstated. While actively hunting victims, he simultaneously befriended local police officers, drinking with them at a bar called the Jury Room. Officers unwittingly shared details of the investigation with the very man they were searching for, a detail that underscores the unsettling chameleon-like quality that many sophisticated predators possess. What distinguishes Kemper from other notorious killers was his remarkable self-awareness. After murdering his mother, the crime he later claimed was his actual goal all along, Kemper called the police and confessed. During subsequent interviews, he provided detailed, articulate analyses of his own motivations and psychology. Forensic psychologists have identified a combination of factors in Kemper's case: severe childhood trauma and maternal abuse, possible genetic predisposition to mental illness, high intelligence that enabled both manipulation and methodical planning, deeply rooted resentment toward women, particularly mother figures, elements of necrophilia and trophy-taking behavior. Dr. Robert Ressler, who interviewed Kemper extensively and helped develop the FBI's criminal profiling system, considered him one of the most insightful subjects he ever encountered. Kemper's case significantly contributed to our understanding of organized violent offenders. Perhaps the most troubling aspect of the Kemper case was the systemic failures that allowed his crimes to continue. His release from Atascadero, despite killing his grandparents, represents a catastrophic error in judgment. The juvenile records that might have raised red flags were sealed and unavailable to adult authorities. Additionally, the cultural context of the early 1970s created perfect conditions for his crimes. The hitchhiking culture among college students, combined with less awareness of serial predators, created a vulnerable population. The disconnected nature of law enforcement agencies at the time also hindered information sharing that might have connected the cases sooner. Kemper received 8 concurrent life sentences and has been imprisoned at the California Medical Facility since 1973. Unlike many similar offenders, he has declined parole hearings, once stating, "I know I'm right where I need to be." His extensive interviews with FBI profilers helped establish the behavioral science unit's approach to understanding serial offenders. The detailed psychological insights gained from these interviews have helped law enforcement better identify warning signs and develop prevention strategies. The case of Edmund Kemper represents a perfect storm of psychological disturbance, institutional failure, and societal vulnerability. While his crimes were undeniably horrific, studying such cases helps us better understand the factors that create such individuals and potentially prevent future tragedies. This isn't about sensationalizing violence, but rather understanding the darkest extremes of human behavior to better protect society. By examining these cases through an educational lens, we contribute to public awareness without glorifying the perpetrators. The field of criminal psychology has evolved significantly since Kemper's crimes, with better risk assessment tools, improved information sharing between agencies, and greater public awareness of warning signs. Each case study, however disturbing, provides valuable insights that help make our communities safer. As we conclude this examination, we remember that behind every crime statistic are real victims whose lives were tragically cut short, individuals whose memory deserves to be honored through education and prevention, not sensationalism.